Selling Sunset, one of Netflix's hottest reality shows, only continues to get hotter, but fans often do wonder, is all that drama for real? So get ready to find out all the hot goes Netflix kept behind closed doors from Selling Sunset viewers.
This season was bananas.
Was Christine faking COVID? One of the most notable absences from the Selling Sunset reunion was everyone's favorite villain, Christine. She was missing due to testing positive for COVID. However, according to Mary spilling the deets on popular podcast The Vile Files, Christine is faking it.
So I'm confused. What's really happening?
Christine apparently refused to be tested by the COVID nurses that were hired by Selling Sunset producers. She also wouldn't zoom in, like Amanza did, a cast member who tested positive for COVID moments before the reunion.
I sound like Heather.
Mary then noted that Christine was filming on another show 2 days after the Selling Sunset reunion was filmed. It all seemed very fishy. But you can't really blame Christine for wanting to be COVID cautious and then refusing to Zoom. I think it's safe to say we're all done with Zoom. Chrishell is dating again. Selling Sunset has been following the ups and downs that is Chrishell's dating life since she was divorced via text by her ex, Can We Get a Woof?
It makes me so mad.
This season, cameras showed Chrishell putting herself out there with Jason, and then it ended pretty quickly because he didn't want a baby.
If you decide that you don't want to be a father, I don't think I could go forward with you.
However, Chrishell has done a real 180 and is currently dating musician G-Flip. And like, good for Chrishell, you move on. We all just want Chrishell to be happy, and fingers crossed that this relationship doesn't end in a text. But hey, if you date someone from Gen Z, there's a high probability that a text breakup is in the cards. Poor Chrishell. Emma stands firm on matching with Ben Affleck on Raya.
Ben Affleck, huh?
Oh my god.
A more notable moment on Selling Sunset this season was Emma letting it slip that she and Ben Affleck matched on celeb dating app Raya.
He may or may not have been texting me.
Years day before Affleck rekindled his romance with J-Lo. And upon that revelation, it was the yeah right heard from fans around the world. Affleck's PR team quickly released a statement claiming the actor hasn't been on said app for several years. And while this is a real case of the she said, his publicity said during the Selling Sunset reunion, Emma held on firm to her saying that she matched with him.
He was never on the app.
No, that if you look, that was not the quote.
Emma also went on to say that she fully forgot she was being filmed when she let that juicy dating goss slip. While the truth may never surface, one thing is certain: if Emma were to ruin the romance of the century that is Bennifer 2.0, the world could never recover. Vanessa's promise ring is now an engagement ring. Vanessa Villela, new to the Oppenheim group as of last season, had a bit of a rough go in season 5 when it came to selling houses, but it's pretty hard to focus on work when you're so in love. We saw later in the season Vanessa happily in love with boyfriend Nick Fraud. Upon returning back to the UK, Nick presents Vanessa with what really felt like was going to be an engagement ring. All the ladies of the office cheered when Vanessa returned to show her promise ring.
That's a promise ring.
And while it seems like most people stopped giving out promise rings in their teens and the 1950s, Selling Sunset fans will be happy to note that after the season wrapped, Vanessa got an engagement ring. Because, as the famous nursery rhyme goes, first comes love, then comes marriage. Then comes the promise ring to possibly, maybe, be married. Jason takes a % of their commission. Now this is a spicy meatball. During the Selling Sunset reunion, it was divulged that Jason takes a % of all the ladies' commissions.
So the commission we see on the show, you don't get.
Now, while this is standard real estate practice, viewers do slightly feel duped, since the show posts that the ladies will be making the entirety of the commission. Jason then went on to say,
Total dollar amount that you have sold in real estate.
Close to $2 billion, I think.
And sure, that is something to brag about. It does come across as distasteful to drop that kind of number right after Mary and Romaine claimed they were struggling to afford a house. But I think that we can all agree that being tasteful has never been Selling Sunset's strong suit. Ahem, Christine's juicy tracksuit much? Cutting down Maya's screen time. It's no surprise that reality TV loves to focus on the drama and cut out anyone behaving rationally. Unfortunately, Miami-bound Maya Vander learned the hard way that if all you give on air is behaving like a competent real estate agent, the camera may wander. Maya recently revealed that Selling Sunset cut many of her scenes in favor of showcasing Chrishell's divorce and Christine's wedding, which seems unfair until you realize Christine's wedding aesthetic was so bonkers it deserved its own spin-off entitled Black Dress Too Many Roses. Edits make it seem like the ladies ladies fight every day. In an interview with the Spill podcast, Mary and her arm candy husband, Romaine, declare that they edit the show down to make it seem like the real estate tycoons fight every day. Mary went on to say, "No one wants to watch us just sitting in our office silently working. So they just edit it down to the most entertaining parts."
Really?
Thanks, Mary, for that enlightening observation of how all television works. Davina's personality is not a total bummer. If you were to play the game of one of these things is not like the other, with the cast of Selling Sunset, Davina Portraits would win every time. The former Christine Quinn lackey has found herself in an unusual position in the newest season of Selling Sunset because Christine doesn't like her and the rest of the ladies don't trust her.
It's really hurtful. It's like a slap in the face.
However, according to Bustle, Davina claims they edit out the parts that make her seem fun-loving and easygoing.
It's like, really?
And I was arguing with Jason about the $75 million listing, and we were actually having a great time. We were all laughing and joking. Whereas on the actual show, that fight was harsh and it came across as if Jason was reprimanding her. Regardless of what the energy of that exchange actually was, I think we can all agree that Adnan, the man selling the $75 million home, is never going to sell that house. Christine Quinn's husband's sordid past. Christine Quinn is everything a reality show storyline could dream of. She's hot, she dresses like she's in a high-fashion couture version of Mad Max, and she brings the drama. Every cast member on Selling Sunset has had a blowout fight with Christine at one time or another. However, the pièce de résistance is she denies. Christine denies any allegations made against her, even after audiences have witnessed the events take place in front of their eyes. Which is why it shouldn't come as a surprise that her husband has a shady past as well, none of which was caught on camera. According to an article released by Vanity Fair in August of 2020, Christine claims she met Kristen Richard while showing him a house. Fun fact, none of that is true. Starting with Christian's actual last name is Dumonte. Also, the real way they met was Christian had gone on a date with one of Christine's friends, and Christine got in there and locked it down. While all of these fabrications have yet to be justified or explained, Netflix released this statement regarding his surname. For privacy reasons, we do not use Christian's real full name in the show. I hope that clarifies things a bit on why there may not be a name match. Yeah, Netflix, it clarifies the name debacle, sure, but explain the rest, please and thank you. The phone call conversations aren't real. Eagle Eye fans have caught that Jason Oppenheim was having a full phone conversation with the camera part of his phone, and while it shouldn't come as a surprise to reality show lovers that scenes are recreated, try a little hard to cover it up, okay?
Yeah. No, I figured, yeah.
This is almost as scandalous as the time Kelly Rowland texted Nelly using an Excel spreadsheet. Nelly was never going to get that text. Mary and Romaine's bachelor party fight. While Mary has insisted Selling Sunset cuts out the boring to highlight the drama, there was one fight on the show that the cameras never resolved. In season 3, it was discussed that Jason and Brett supported Romaine in inviting a bunch of girls to his hotel room after his bachelor party. Mary, rightfully so, was angry and yelled at the haunted dolls that are the Oppenheim twins. However, the show never covered the conclusion of that fight, leaving fans in need of closure. Mary claims Romaine was a good boy and nothing happened. However, she has made clear that maybe next time he tells her before the rumors spread.
This is actually a very sensitive subject to me.
Which is a good lesson for all soon-to-be married couples. There's no way you can deny funny business if you're actually being filmed for a reality show. Christine Quinn says she got a bad edit. At the end of every season, Christine loves to go on a tour explaining all the lies that Selling Sunset portrays about her. However, a particularly egregious edit, according to Christine, was that in season 1 she sold a house for a record-breaking $17 million, claiming that selling a home for that price was a first for any female in the office. Christine stands by her claims of being edited to look like a villain. Maybe someone should tell Christine that if she wants to be portrayed accurately on a TV show, maybe going on a reality show that's on the same network as The Ultimatum isn't the journey. According to Christine Quinn, she's not a one-note villain.
The reality of this is I never start the drama.
In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Christine Quinn goes on the offensive of her villain status, claiming she's not the one B-word she's known to be. She's a supportive and savvy real estate agent that others are using to come across as saintly. cough cough, Chrishell. And while there's no true evidence of Christine being kind and supportive, so remember every side has a story that Christine will refute and explain why you're lying and wrong for thinking that. Maya's husband wanted to be on the show. Still slighted from her lack of screen time when Selling Sunset began, Maya made the assumption that she's not in the show as much because of her lack of sharing her personal life. However, that's no surprise considering that half of it is in Miami. No word yet if there will be a Maya spinoff, but we would love to see a calm and quiet show about Maya doing a bang-up job selling homes in Miami. Zero drama, zero storyline, we would love to see it. Chrishell and Christine keep it professional behind the scenes. While it's no secret that Christine and Chrishell do not enjoy the presence of one another, what the cameras do not capture is that the two women have no issues working under the same roof.
Okay, fine.
Sure, when a cocktail party happens with cameras present, of course, Chrishell has no issue confronting Christine on what's what. Their day-to-day is surprisingly chill. Reality show stars, they're just like us. Hope you enjoyed a hot look at all the secrets and drama Netflix hid from the Selling Sunset viewers. Be sure to rate and subscribe to The Things Reality for all the things Selling Sunset and more. FYI, The Things Reality will have considered this recount of behind-the-scenes drama successful only if Christine tweets that this was all a lie.